Hey, Grappling Dads, back again. Paul here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kept.
I don't know if you could tell, but I'm getting over maybe a cold or something.
Yeah, we both have colds. We both have colds.
Like, I feel great, but my voice is stupid.
No, your wife's voice is stupid.
Oh, yeah. My wife, she sounds more manly than me.
Yeah, my daughter pointed that out for me. You sound like a man. Ooh,
no, honey.
No.
That's called sultry, not manly.
It's pretty manly.
It's pretty manly. What are you going to do?
I love your wife, but that's pretty manly. She's still pretty.
Yeah, she got that going for her. I like the voice. It's quiet.
Oh, you're so getting hit for that one.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Today's pro tip, brought to you by none other than Kroyler Gracie, is why so many people are afraid to start Jiu Jitsu.
Ha, this is my question, bitches.
That was your question. Like, hey, can we talk about this? I'm like, I think it's a stupid topic, but I'll ask, whatever. And then Kroyler's on a pro tip. I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
And I have additives to this. I'm quite proud.
Yeah, I think a lot of people fail to start because of how we talk about it.
Yeah.
That was your point, not my point.
Yeah, I'm not excluding us out of that either.
Oh, no. We say some dumb shit.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Well, I think a lot of it's in humility, right?
Yeah.
Like, I got fucked up and smashed and demolished, and your friends are like, "Ooh, sounds fun." I'm not going to try that.
Yeah. Why do you guys do that?
Yeah. We're.
I don't know.
We shoot ourselves in the foot as far as getting friends to join.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and we'll talk about that though. I think this is a huge deal. This is like, we'll get into it
after.
Sponsors.
A word from our sponsors.
So we're clipping through some sponsors here. We got Top Mount Apparel featuring Al of Top Mount Apparel. If you ever want to find him,
He's the sweetest man who's ever lived.
Yeah, I do believe he's sending us out some of our new favorite shirts, which would be the Michael Scott. That's what she said.
That's my new favorite too, by the way.
Yeah, that's I had to say something. We both said something as the Grappling Dads.
Yeah.
In two different places.
It was funny.
when he posted it
almost simultaneously.
We're like, oh, that's a good shirt, jackasses.
I think you nailed it, homie.
Yeah, I think you got a good one, and it's blue. It's a different color.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to wear color, bitch. Paul hates color. I make him wear color. Anyways, so check them out on Instagram. Check it out on the website, topmountapparel.com. GD10 at checkout. Save yourself a few little ducats. Next up, we have Tap Tape. Gosh, I love them.
Save the fingers, people.
Yeah, I got picked on for not wearing enough of it. Fuck you, Paul Elliott. And fucking douche. So, yeah, suck it. I don't complain about my fingers. I should because they hurt, but I don't because I don't tape enough.
It's only your neck and your back and other such things.
Those are minor.
Yeah, fair.
Fucking don't need those. Shit, I see a herniated disc as just more shit. So I have more shit in my neck than you do.
Yeah, you do.
Like extra shit.
Yeah, you are, I'm telling you, the most injured man at Jiu Jitsu right now. At our Jiu Jitsu right now.
Possibly.
There's a couple of injuries.
Adam's keeping up with me because Adam's fucked-hearted just like I am. I guarantee he's got at least the C6, if not C6 and C7 discs.
Oh, that's right. He's got a neck thing going on.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have like a neck and a shoulder. And how's your knee?
Knee's good.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's been good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear that.
It makes weird knocking noises now. You know how yours does? Like that little clip? Yeah, it does that occasionally.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, I'm good.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm probably the most broken, but fuck off. Anyways, tap your fingers. Don't end up like, Tap
your fingers?
Tape your fingers.
There you go. To get the
With tap tape. That's it. I was looking at the fucking...
There you go.
You're using it as now a phone and cup coaster.
Yes, I am.
Well played, sir.
Dual purpose, baby.
I can't wait till Mike meets you and beats your ass.
Worth it.
Yeah, totally. Anyways, it's it's the best tape I've used. It's the best tape anybody used. We use it all the time. The guys at the gym all use it. A lot of our listeners have already tried using it, and we've heard great things. Usually there's a spike around Thursday for sales, so hopefully that continues.
My personal favorite is the Death Grip, if anybody cares.
Good Lord, no one cares, man. There's both of them. They're both good.
Death Grip's better.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
It's black, and it's stretchy. It's beautiful.
It does. It has a little more give than Fusion. But they're both good. So if you like white tape on your fingers, go ahead and do that. It also goes on your toes.
Al.
Just saying. Jeremy, both of you dumbasses. Take that. And but no, check it out on Amazon. Leave a review because we know you're going to love it. So,
and reviews help.
They do.
A lot.
And you should totally mention us in the review.
Oh,
Just
that'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious. So
that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
How has nobody thought of that?
I don't know.
Come on, people.
Come on, people.
On
Catch
the
up to
game.
us. We're awesome. We think of things you should have thought of before because you're smarter than us.
Right.
Bring it on. So hey, quick question. Do you happen to know when our next, powered by Kroyler Gracie here, when his next seminar is with us? Do you remember when that is?
Is it March? No. February something.
You're just
that's
making up
that's
dates,
team training.
you son of a bitch.
I'm just gonna throw a bunch of dates out there until one sounds right.
This one? No, that one. This one? No.
No,
none of those. And I can't remember. My phone's running like shit. But
nice.
anyways, he's got one coming up here at Blackline Jiu Jitsu. You guys should all join. We've posted it just the other day. And
oh, that's right. You posted it anyway.
I did.
Yeah, look up our post.
Yeah, look up our post. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, do it now. Instagram,
yeah, rate this instant.
do it now. Pause the fucking show. Hit the back button. Go on Instagram, Grappling Dads. Go on Facebook, Grappling Dads. Go on Twitter. Don't do much there right now.
I'm getting
Search
yelled
Grappling
at
Dads.
by Hugo on Facebook right now.
Fuck yeah, you are. You're in an argument with a dude.
Not argument. He's just.
I don't know.
I'm gonna start
I
arguing
think this
now.
is gone. I think
All
this
right.
has gone from, cute little conversation to two whiny old men.
Maybe.
And-
I'm going for blood now.
And it started with two old men, you and Paul. So what do you use for your joints? I don't know, a hot compress, you old son of a bitch. So
everything I mentioned, he was like, "This bullshit. Everything is bullshit except steroids." We didn't know about stem cells yet.
He didn't fight that. Like when you said steroids is awesome, he's like,
He's like, "Yeah, I'm on that."
fair play. It's a good one. I like it. like where your head's at on that one.
You can tell those work because look at them. Easy to see the effectiveness of steroids. Literally, they feel great because they look awesome.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. I can't even talk right now.
You want to get good at jiu-jitsu and feel better? Anabolic steroids, people.
Make sure they're intravenous so they're better.
Yeah, you don't want to eat them, right? You want to just shoot that right in your buttocks.
It seems like a roundabout way if you eat it. I mean, you don't put it in your ass, man. You just find a vein, put the shit right in. From what I've heard from my heroin friends, it's like there's a vein all over the place, in between your toes, if you want to hide it.
Somebody's tried it rectally, I'm sure, by now. See how that works. What if I shoot that right into my kneecap? Like, all right.
No.
That's what I want fixed. I'll shoot it in there. Problem solving. Look at me.
We're fucking terrible. We were talking about a seminar for Kroyler. Just went totally left. It's March 9th, by the way, so I'm just going to go and let you know it's March 9th, Blackline Jiu Jitsu, which will be the next person I talk about. Also not a sponsor, but a huge supporter of the show. And us at our Jiu Jitsu is Chad Pomeroy at Blackline Jiu Jitsu in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you're anywhere near us, come on in. Drop
Kid's
on
class
in.
is huge. Our class is getting huge.
Good Lord, there's a lot of people in our
Chad needs
class.
to knock down some walls. I'm just saying, Chad, get
get
on
rich
that.
and move stuff.
Jeez, dude.
God, dude,
bro.
why don't you have millions? You were in the military. They give you tons of money.
No, you got that military money, bro. Knock down some walls. You teach jiu-jitsu for a living? Clearly you're
I
rich.
love our veterans, and Larry are probably like, fuck you. Kidding. Totally kidding.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great experience there. He was out sick yesterday, probably from hiking in the outdoors in the middle of winter.
Yes, good choices right there. Yeah, I'm going to hike in the middle of winter. Mm-hmm.
He does it every year, too, little badass.
Yeah, why wouldn't you wait till, spring, nice day, about 63 degrees out?
Yeah, Chad likes the hard way.
Yeah, he did, I think, barefoot last time he was saying.
Yeah, he did 7 miles barefoot last time.
I'm not sure why you'd make the decision to do that.
He was like, wow, these shoes are so cumbersome and comfortable. I'm going to take them off.
Well, it's funny. The first time I hiked that trail, I don't do it like a sissy where I take 2 days to do it. I do it all in one shot.
That's
But
more because
Chad
you're
can
scared
do
of the
Chad.
dark.
Well, yeah. But Chad can do Chad. But I did the hiking boots, the big backpack the first time, and just destroyed my feet and my back. So the next
fuck
time
that.
around,
He does too. All of them. I think there was 4 or 5 of them that went this year. All of them probably wrecked their feet themselves.
Every subsequential time. I just did like running shoes and as little waters I thought I could get away with, and that's it. Like, I don't want any weight, and I want comfy shoes. So much better.
Yeah, I could see that. But no, but he wasn't feeling well. We had a great fill-in. We had Morgan and Ben, the dynamic married couple of purple belts under Kroyler. Much respect. And they did a great job filling in.
Always fun, yeah.
Yeah, did a great job. Morgan led, and Ben got take care of my kid. Because basically, Ellie just attacked him.
Nice.
She fucking loves that dude. Anyways, but
What's not to love?
Well, he teaches the kids class, so he's great with the kids. Morgan's great with the kids whenever she can get there.
I helped out with the kids class.
Oh, nice. I help usually on Wednesdays.
You weren't there, so I stepped up. I actually got drug in. Rob actually said, "Get in here. You're doing this now." So I did, and basically I just got the dodgeballs out and threw them at kids' heads.
Oh, well,
it was fun.
Yeah. Well played.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's what I did.
Nice.
They enjoyed it. As far as I know. The ones that didn't get hit, they had a great time.
Good. Perfect. Knocked a few out. Anyways, but no, check it out. Just great sponsors. We appreciate all the support from them and from you guys. So let's go with the show.
Excellent. Oh, we're not going to, tell people to go to Kroyler's this
Fuck
time?
no.
Okay, cool. Kroyler's pro tip.
Fine, go to KroylerGracie.com. Shirt some stuff.
Buy
He's
stuff.
got his faraway look.
Get lessons.
If no one gets a seminar in the next year from him, I'm driving around and starting to punch gym owners in the face.
We will drive you there ourselves.
Yeah, I fucking hate this. Somebody needs to get him out there. It's incredible. Go team, go.
All right, Kroyler's pro tip. The GDs asked me to talk about why so many people are afraid of trying Jiu Jitsu. Well, that's pretty simple and straightforward. No, if it was, I wouldn't have asked. While Jiu Jitsu is for everyone, meaning anyone can practice and be successful with it, however, not everyone is for Jiu Jitsu. Anyways, let's dive in. Imagine you don't train Jiu Jitsu. I can't. Like, I'm going to stop you there.
That's a thing?
Like, I'm going to start cutting, bro. I can't imagine this for long.
It's painful.
And imagine the following scenario. You grow up knowing that people will protect you. In schools, it's the teacher or your parents.
Or no one for Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, that never worked out for me. Like, I hoped. I told on people. Didn't do any good. Then everybody hated me
Wow,
anymore.
I'm pretty sure that probably made it worse.
It did.
Well played, sir.
You know how that works.
I know.
Yeah, everybody says, well, tell a teacher. Then you do. The teacher's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Then the kid's like, you told on me, huh?
No.
Well, it was a good thought. All right. In high school, it's your friends. Didn't have any of those. And maybe your parents. In adulthood, it's the police force and the law that will protect you. Push comes to shove, you will even get a gun and assume that it will protect you. That's funny because a lot of people...
They do. Totally.
They're like, dude,
guns save people.
I carry them. Like, do you have it on right now? Well, no. What's to stop me from beating the shit out of you?
So this
right
would be
now?
the time to beat the shit out of you, right?
Exactly.
It's perfect.
Fun. All right. So the need to develop hand-to-hand combat skills is really one of the furthest thoughts from your mind. In fact, it's a skill that most think we will really never need. So there isn't a desire to learn it for a sake of survival, like swimming. It's also not a day-to-day skill that helps quality of life, like learning to drive. I disagree. It helps my quality of life because as I'm sitting there hour after hour at work, I dream and fantasize about going and choking people out at Jiu Jitsu.
He does. He literally does that.
Yeah. Kroyler's taking
any other place that would be sociopathic, but
well, it still might be.
It probably is.
A little bit on the psycho-socio side.
Yeah, I think so.
Hair, fuzz,
thin lines.
A little bit odd, if nothing else.
I love it,
but I do think it helps the quality of my life. Yes.
I don't think that's where he was going.
No,
but yeah, go.
Not. All right,
go team, go.
So let's recap really quick. It isn't thought of as a survival skill. It isn't a day-to-day quality of life skill. And should push come to shove, and should you find yourself in a situation where you would need the skill Jiu Jitsu offers, you are thought to rely on others to protect you. So,
or your feet to run the fuck away.
Not with my knees, bro.
You had to learn something. You're immobile.
Exactly. My flight skills are inept. Fight is the only option for me.
You only fight because you have to. That's funny.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah. So what's the point? Let's keep moving forward. In this scenario, there isn't a practical need, use, or immediate benefit to jiu-jitsu, or at least the average layman may think so.
This story sucks already.
He said layman.
For multiple reasons it sucks, yes. Layman and that there's no jiu-jitsu. No need for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story sucks.
Even if there wasn't a need for it, it's still fun.
Fuck yeah, it's fun as hell.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? So, let's say the layman in the scenario described above gets asked by one of his friends about training jiu-jitsu. Let's say his friend does some sort of average sales pitch, something along the lines of, it will help you get into better shape, or you will learn to fight, or it's good self-defense, or it's fun and other people there are awesome.
Or it's not heroin.
Or it beats falling off bar stools.
Or it's better than getting kicked in the nuts.
I've done all that. Maybe not the heroin. The bar stool, though, maybe once or twice in my life.
Could have happened.
Neither here nor there. All right. Regardless of what the layman says to his friend, the following thoughts will run through their mind, at which particular thought will depend on the particular layman. 1.
I feel like we should give layman just a different term, like a name. Like call them everyone Bob.
Ignorant guy.
Bob.
I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Don't care.
You'd have to know going forward. New listeners would be jacked. Like,
yeah.
What's Bob mean?
We'll put an asterisk in every show. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Everyone reads the descriptions.
1. I am out of shape. Denial. 2. I can just continue lifting because I am the fit, strong guy, and it will be sufficient in a fight. Lack of awareness. That was mine for a while. I'm like, if I just get really big and strong, I'll be able to fight.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. I thought, might makes right. I really did.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like
no.
Like
I never had that option.
I was a big Schwarzenegger fan. Like if I was like that, I thought like fighting skills were just like came along with size and strength.
Your logic was flawed.
I mean, think about it though.
No.
Hold on. So even you and me, like we're middle-aged men. We're kind of broken. We're not all that great at jiu-jitsu. Some big, giant, jacked guy walks in. Are you the first to go up and say, "Hey, want to roll?" Or do you go, "I'll see how he goes first with like Jordan"?
Jordan's a good test. He's like he's strong.
He's young. He's strong.
Yeah, he'll recover quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good lamb to the slaughter, Jordan.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to the show, so he can fuck off.
Exactly. But you and I both do that. Let's be honest here. We're like, I'm not going to be the first. It's because we have that innate, well, he's a giant dude that looks scary.
Well, like I told Amanda, I call her Beast Mode. As I told Beast Mode earlier today, that, because she said, well, I don't go to this class because it's mostly new guys that are really big.
Yeah.
She goes, which isn't bad. She goes, it's just not really what I was going there for. And I was like, yeah. I go, flaily white belt's one thing. Flaily huge white belt, totally different. Because it hurts a lot more when that big dude starts to flail like.
Yeah. More squish to the inch,
Yeah, they will.
We talked about that on a previous podcast,
yes.
And it shouldn't matter. But it's still, if you're not as good as Kroyler Gracie, like it's still in your head. Like when you grew up a small dude that got their ass beat all the time, like that's hard to just get over. Even though my skill level is rising, and if I roll with big dudes, I find it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still in there.
Yeah.
But like I said, my point was, I thought that the bigger I got,
the more fight you had.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just a stupid way of thinking.
Yes, it is.
Number 3, I have a gun. Or nothing horrible will ever happen to me. Or a third party will protect me, like the police. I'd shoot my eye out if I had a gun.
You have a gun.
Pistol.
Yeah, that's a gun.
It's a fake one, though. You know that, right?
Yes.
It's an airsoft gun.
Yes,
it shoots little plastic
Don't you have
pellets.
like a 22 somewhere laying around here? Or is that me?
That's you.
Oh, that's me. I got a few of those.
Cute.
I also have a 20 gauge shotgun I can show you.
I got a shotgun.
Or my 45 rifle.
Never shot it.
Really?
Never
it's
once.
Fun as fuck.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, you're coming out with me. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
We have woods.
No, well, we can go out and shoot my
let's go behind the cop shop.
Fuck yeah, that's nearby. Don't mind us.
It'll be fine. This is the woods back here. It's got acreage. All right, number 4, fun. Fighting does not sound like fun. Well,
Dead silence.
To some people, it may not, in fact, sound like fun. I get it. Number 5. I think this is my favorite. Fuck it. Let's go and see it in person.
Yeah, that's the best.
They come into the school and see people simulating murder. Immediately looks like not fun.
Well, I remember we've had at least 2 of the larger guys coming in that, were in that sect that were, hey, I'm going to get in shape by doing this. And they sat and watched. Both times, like Chad had his lesson plan for the day.
Right.
And his lesson plan happened to be for one of those 2 days was a lot of cardio because we had a competition coming up. Yeah, so one of the guys who was quite, he's a bigger dude, had to watch guys half his size die.
Oh, yeah. The people that are in shape were dying.
Yes, and he's like, yeah, this is scary.
I'm going to go join CrossFit. That looks a lot more tame.
There's a Fit Body boot camp right next
door.
I like that guy. He's got a microphone on his face. That looks better.
Yeah, let me go at my own pace. It'll be fine. All right. 6. Or they want to try but are afraid to look like a fool because they don't know how to do any of that, and it looks difficult and complicated. And it's all true.
Yeah, that is true.
Number 7. Or they are afraid to try because they are afraid of the human touch.
It's me!
There's very few activities in which you have more human contact and touch than Jiu Jitsu. You want to add anything to that, Kip? Because that's
I really
like
don't.
It's
so
like you had to overcome some shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you some things because a lot of people have this issue. They don't like touching people. They have a personal bubble that's a little more sensitive than most.
They're not a hugger, if you will.
I'm fucking terrible at hugging. I'm getting a little better. Not really. Because I wasn't, ever since, I don't know, it wasn't when I was a kid. I was fine. My parents and family were like kissers. So like, maybe I was overwhelmed. But anyways, I don't know. It was super weird. But no, I don't like being touched. It's not my thing. I just didn't like it. So a lot of the reason I didn't do it is I watched my kids do it for months. I'm like, man, I really don't want to touch any of these people. And they're sweaty. This sounds fucking like a nightmare. And then I just said, fuck it. Mostly because Chad made fun of me for 6-7 months.
Peer pressure works.
Asshole.
Good job, Chad.
Every class. So when you going to start? I don't want to. So that just sounds like next week
huh?
then. Perfect. Thanks, Chad.
Excellent.
But honestly, thanks, Chad and Brian. Both of them picked on me every week. So yeah, I'm thankful that they got me into it now. But it helped me get through that. And
I think I had such a resting bitch face that nobody bothered to
dude,
ask me.
You looked like the biggest tool bag.
Yeah.
You really did.
Looked.
You know what I'm saying.
Check.
You looked pissy, but yeah, I don't like touching people, but it's not that. I mean, as soon as you even do a drill and you get the hang of it in the slightest little bit, you forget about that shit. You forget that your hand's 2 inches away from a guy's balls. Just, you don't think about it. Or that your head's going to end up, well, in his crotch at some point in time. It's not.
And now North House is your favorite position. Funny how that works, huh?
It's not. Though.
It is, though.
It's not.
Just embrace it.
I still don't like that one. There are still difficulties at times, but yeah, for the most part, it helps break down walls for me. But damn, if you're one of those people like I was, like, I don't like touching people that much. Looks interesting. I like UFC. Mm-hmm. That's good enough for me. Fuck that. Try it.
Watching from afar.
You'll get past it. I swear to God, you'll get past it.
Yeah, you seem to do fine now.
Yeah.
You don't have those.
Oh no, I run. I know. Yeah, I did have a few. It's fine. I do run up and hug just random people because I know they don't want to be hugged now. So. Yeah.
Oh, you're that guy. You turned into the guy you hated.
Fuck yeah, I turned into that guy.
Excellent.
I was like, wow, this dude was a pain in the ass.
Progress.
I can pull that off.
All right. Number 8. Intimidated. All the people in Jiu Jitsu look like savages, and the layman is not.
Have you met Paul and I?
So that's actually pretty funny, right? So I'm going to talk about Adam. So Adam has a little bit of the resting bitch face, right? Like Adam,
he does.
He just looks like a bad motherfucker. He's really big. He's tall. He's got a bald head, and he just looks
Well, he's a fit looking dude too.
He just looks like you wouldn't want to fuck with that guy.
No,
but and he's he'd go by and then Jesse would go by and he just looks.
Oh, and when
tough.
Jesse's in class, Jesse looks like he's a murderer.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't try to. And he's not, but he kind of is. But he wouldn't kill you if he liked you.
Yeah, Chad with a beard looks that way. Without a beard, not so much.
Not as much. No.
But yeah, you go into it, and you can look around and go, wow, these people just all look tough.
Yeah, because the guys that, and they don't all look tough, because Paul and I are there, and there's always somebody like Paul and I.
Yeah.
There is.
Or Austin.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Just
more
saying.
often than not. Austin also, yes. Fabio.
Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
He looked like Jerry from Seinfeld yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. He did. And he gets so excited in that stupid big-ass grin he has on his face. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, a shout-out to another person that you guys probably wouldn't even notice because you'd be looking at the crazy-looking guys, badass-looking guys, Lil Robert. And
yeah.
He's a badass. And by the way, listens to the show every week. He was very pissy with me when I tried to mention that he didn't. I mentioned it around someone else, and he's like, dude, I watch it. I listen to it every week. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, you messed up.
He would have kicked me in the fucking face and wouldn't have been cool at all.
Yeah, he could get to you, too.
Fuck yeah, he can. I've seen him. Got that axe kick. Damn, that would hit me right in the face.
I'll lead him for that part of my test coming up.
Yeah.
I need you to axe kick me. You're the only one that can do it.
But no.
Jesse, apparently.
But that's the thing. With badass-looking dudes, no matter what, those are the guys that you're going to look at. You're like, whoa, look at that fucker. Yeah. Like Chad, he's what, 6'3"? 6'2", 6'3", and he just looks like he's been in the military and he could kill you.
Yeah. He just has that look.
He just does.
He just has that thing that we don't.
Yes. Yeah. And that's so easy to look at those guys and go, holy shit. Because I know when I was watching that's what I saw, were the big dudes. I'm like, fuck this noise. Yeah. I am not that guy. So, but there's people like Robert. There's people like me. There's people like Paulie. People like Austin. And Austin's as frail as they come, so.
He's right.
You want to know what he is in my phone?
Oh, no. What do you have him as?
My little white belt. And he goes, oh, you should totally put me in as your bitch.
Like I think Austin. My little white belt it's the same thing.
I thought it was funny. But there's also people like Amanda and Morgan. It's not everybody's a badass in there.
You got all walks of life in there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, like Kip says, your eyes are going to wander to the he's a savage, and I'll have to fight him, huh? Not interested.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out here.
But it's funny because usually the savages are the nicest ones. Like once you like, oh, you talk to me like, oh, you're cool as shit. That's just how it goes.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse's like the poster child for that.
And Adam is just a sweetheart.
Dude, he is. Super nice dude. Love that guy.
I remember the first time we talked to him, like, oh, you're not what I expected.
Not at all. You're like, oh, you're talkative and nice? Weird. Oh, you can take a joke too? Weird.
But yeah, don't let the looks intimidate you because they're not what they seem.
They aren't. You got to be into it.
Because at some point, like if you're a layman, like anybody there's been there more than like 6 or 9 months is going to be able to kick your ass.
Well, shit, somebody that's been there for fucking a month is going to be able to do something to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't know.
Right.
But they're not going to fucking hurt you. Okay, they might.
Not on purpose. Those flaily white belts.
Fucking flaily white belts. And you want to know why I can call people flaily white belt?
Because you're not one anymore?
Because I was fucking flaily as all hell. Super bad, and I'm lanky too.
Yeah, getting the flail out's hard, man. That takes some years of practice. So, getting that smoothness.
Yeah, because somebody tried to call me out. They're like, "Oh man, you bash white belts." I'm like, "Yep, I know, because I am one." So fuck off.
We say it with love.
Yes,
as far
always,
as you know.
Always.
All right, number 9. Yes, I am stopping at 9 to fuck with Paul. Yeah. But I
read that earlier. Still laughed.
I 100% forgot about that.
I did not.
But there are plenty of other excuses, thoughts, and ideas as to why people avoid trying or even considering jiu-jitsu. Thanks, Kroyler. So let's break down all these excuses or thoughts as to why people avoid or are afraid to try out jiu-jitsu. 1. I am out of shape. This will cause one of 3 outcomes. A. They really are deluded and think that their gym shape means they're in fighting shape. So they have a proper reason, or at least to them, it's a proper reason. that they feel they don't need jiu-jitsu to get into shape.
No.
Yeah, we talked about that. Being jacked doesn't mean you can fight.
No, and even coming from, oh gosh, who was it? There was somebody talking about it, and they came from some other wrestling something. Yeah, it was wrestling. And we were in Austin and I were talking about it. Guy came in, he was a wrestler, blah, 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 and he literally was gassing every time, and he was very open. He's like, it's not the same, is it? It's like,
no, it's
nope.
different. Yeah.
It's just different. It seems the same as wrestling. It's very similar in the looks from the outside in, but guess what? Now when you're fucking in it, it's just different. You're defending getting choked the hell out.
Yeah.
Or having your wrist broken, or having your arm broken, or having your ankle busted, or your knee torn off. And it's none of those things will actually happen to you in these classes. They really won't. But when you're looking in from the outside, it seems like it.
Yep. Well, fighting shape isn't being in shape. For instance, when I started, I was doing the whole bodybuilding and powerlifting routine. And yeah, you notice after the first 30 seconds, like all your strength that you had it's simply vanishes. It's weird. And then I tried, the 5Ks and stuff, and I was into running. It doesn't correlate at all. Like having that kind of cardio doesn't correlate into fighting cardio.
No, yeah, Austin said the same thing. He can, because tennis is a cardio sport.
Yeah,
like it's
absolutely.
Literally everyone's like, oh, well, they stop. I'm like, you've obviously never had to do short sprints over and over and over again while hitting a fucking ball. Like it's a cardio sport. And even he said, he's like, man, I thought it would help. I got here. I mean, it might have helped a little. It's like, but for the most part, it didn't. So yeah, it's don't start jiu-jitsu just because to get in shape. It just comes along with the territory. Yep. Now, don't not start because you want to.
Right. Yeah. Don't. I
want to be in shape first.
Yeah. Don't think because you're in shape you don't need it.
Yeah. Exactly. No.
It's not the same thing.
No.
All right. B. They may agree that it could get them into shape, but don't see the point as nothing bad could ever happen to them. My eyes rolled as I wrote this.
Dude, you cannot. I've had that conversation with him a little bit. Like, dude, like, when am I ever going to fight? I swear to God, I heard his eyes hit the back of his skull. I was like, wow, that was a really heavy eye roll.
Well, that's just it. Like, I think the same thing, right?
Yeah, I do.
I don't put myself in situations where that happens. However, like if you ever get behind the wheel of a car, and if you inadvertently cut somebody off, like you don't know what people
you literally don't.
Yeah.
Or if you're at a store and you literally knock something out of someone's hand and you run into them, you don't know if that dude's just going to be like, yeah, you were fighting.
Do you never go to a bar ever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you never run into drunk people? Do you never have a Christmas parties where you had that drunk uncle that gets out of hand? Never
been to a restaurant that's attached to a fucking bar. Come on, people.
Right.
Shit happens.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's not. The point is you never know. Right. See, or they come in and try it out, realize how being in shape, or not for that matter, does not mean jiu-jitsu shape. So, then they'll quit from embarrassment or to hide their flaw, or they enroll.
That was a weird ending. I read it earlier and I was like,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
It can be embarrassing once you get it handed to you and there's nothing you can do and you just get dominated by every single person. Because you feel
fucking helpless.
Oh, it's the most helpless you'll ever feel.
It's different than anything I could ever relate it to because I've never felt that way.
Yeah, it's like trying to wrestle your way older brother or dad or something growing up. It's like you're helpless.
It's not even strength. It's not strength. Yeah. It's just you go to do something, you're like, oh, I'm getting choked again. Like I could be being choked right now, or even not even that. Oh, I just keep ending up on my ass because that's what happened to me. Is Chad's funnest game was just to fucking sweep me over and over and over and over because I was so dumb. I'm like, I can stop it. No, you can't.
Yeah, how can I not make this happen?
How can I not even stay on my knees? Like I can't even stay upright.
Right. Keep doing it for 2 years. You'll get there.
Yeah. Then you try showing Austin. That's where I'm at.
Perfect.
Ooh, bad for you.
Yeah, good luck with that, Austin.
Shitty teacher.
Yeah, what do you do? Number 2. I am just so big and strong that I don't need jiu-jitsu to protect myself. I can just crush the life of anyone not as big and strong as me. This leads to 3 outcomes. It's really funny because I'm thinking, Yeah, that was my mindset. Like, I'm just going to have to get huge. Once I can bench press like 300-400 pounds, nobody's going to fuck with me. Yeah, nobody cares.
No.
Weird how that worked out for me.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Hey.
I mean, if you can do that, awesome.
Yeah,
don't think it's going to fix you in a fight.
Yeah.
It's not.
If you look like the Mountain from Game of Thrones, then you know what? Maybe there's a little bit of validity to that.
People are not going to fuck with you when you're that big, maybe. But
what's
partially because I can't even catch your face.
You know what's funny about that? He arm wrestled, I think his name is Devin Lorette. He's one of the best arm wrestlers in the world. Yeah, that's just what he does for a living. So Devin weighs 230 maybe, and Half Thor, whatever his name is, weighs 430.
Yeah, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah, and Devin just whooped his ass in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He just kind of like let Thor try. Like, come on, and he's doing everything he can. It's like, ah! And then Devin like taps him on the shoulder. He goes, look at me. Look at my eyes. And then just smashes his arm down to the mat. I'm like, whoa. See, technique matters, man.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, because you ain't as strong as the Mountain at all. But your technique is what just... went right through him. Yeah, that's what Jiu Jitsu does. It's technique that squashes strength, squashes size. So,
love it.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. A, they truly believe so and refuse to come in. It's easier to live in a self-delusion than it is to swallow a hard dose of reality that a 6-month white belt that's half your size could do whatever they wanted to you, and you can't stop them, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, a little bit.
B, or they come in and try to get crushed. And then they assume they just need to get stronger, quit, and go back to lifting. It's easier to do this and avoid feeling incapable or incompetent. Funny, when I first started, I thought that too. I'm like, well, clearly I'm not strong enough, and clearly my cardio is not good enough. They're just stronger and have more cardio. Because the jiu-jitsu guys at the gym I started with, they were all MMA guys, jiu-jitsu guys, they did the same thing. They did all the workouts that I did, and they knew how to fight. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I clearly just need more size, strength, stamina. And it took me a while to realize that's not it.
Damn it.
Weird. All right. C, or they realize, shit, I need to learn some of this shit because clearly size ain't shit. Say shit one more time.
Yeah.
It's all true.
I think Kroyler has a problem with weightlifters.
It's the arrogant weightlifters, right? It's the same thing as I have a gun guy. Like they have a false hope in their strength.
Yeah, so the opposite of Mel, because Mel can fucking lift some shit.
Yeah, she's strong.
She's strong as shit. She's showing me some of the stuff she lifts. I'm like, good Lord, that's a car. But but guess what? She also knows that means nothing if it comes down to defending herself. So what'd she do? She joined Jiu Jitsu with us. So there you go.
She gets it.
Fuck yeah,
she's smarter than me and most people.
She's fucking damn smart. Yeah, whatever.
Who are we comparing her to? Us? Because
everyone's smart compared to us.
All right, number 3. I have a gun, or a third party will protect me. I could go on for days here, but I won't. I will simply say that a tool is not loyal, and it's only as good as your training with it. Most people don't train enough to be proficient with it. Think of it as buying a sword and saying, I will chop a motherfucker up if they attack me. Bitch, please, you wouldn't even know how to properly swing a sword. Or saying, I don't need to learn to swim because I got floaties. Shut the fuck up. These people rather rely on inanimate objects than on themselves. That's true.
It's fucking very true.
That's true. Yeah, the gun thing's like, if you don't train how to use a gun or go, do any kind of live scenarios with it.
And is that what you really want to do?
Yeah, you want to kill a motherfucker?
Yeah, do you really want to kill somebody? I won't shoot. Well, you don't know. You shoot him in the leg, guess what? You hit his, his femoral artery? Femoral artery. Guess what? That motherfucker probably going to die.
Well, my brother went through the CPL class, and the instructor said, do not pull your gun unless you are going to use it.
Yes.
So
unless you have the intent to use it, don't pull it out.
And it's kind of like we talked about with the police officers. Like, man, if that's your only weapon, that's your only choice, that's going to have to be your go-to. Like, wouldn't you rather not kill a dude and deal with all that kind of stuff if you don't have to? Because you don't have to. Like, if you know jiu-jitsu, that doesn't have to be your go-to.
No.
Like, you don't have to escalate it to a 10 right away.
Yeah, because as soon as you pull that gun, it's over.
Your life is going to change.
It's going to change in some way. And there's so many videos of guns being used just ridiculously. Yes, most of the trained people that deserve to have guns, because there's many Americans that deserve to use that gun to be able to wield that gun. I don't think use is the correct term, because they shouldn't
have it on their person.
Yes, and use it responsibly. The only problem is are you ready for that? Are you ready? Even if you've been trained and you feel like you're, capable of handling it, are you though? Have you ever been put in that position?
Did I tell you about my buddy, old work acquaintance that bought a gun for self-protection because of a fight he got in?
No.
Oh, bro.
Well, you might have, but I don't think it was on the show.
So this man and his sister moved out of their parents' house. It was a sketchy situation. They didn't like the parents. Were like, hey, let's just get an apartment together and be done with them. So they did. And she got in with a group of people that were partiers, and apparently some of the guys did a lot of B&Es.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're thieves, and it's a bad group of people. So he worked a different shift, so he'd come home and she'd be having a party. Well, he went into his room and went to bed because he had to get up. And he got woken up by 3 guys stealing his shit. He was into audio equipment.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, so they came in, and they were in the process of taking out his speakers and stereo and whatever else, for the car.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, guys, joke's over. Give me my stuff back. And they're like, oh, what are you talking about? We don't have your stuff. He's like, come on, I'm watching you take it. Just put my stuff back, and, I'm not saying anything. Just put it down and get out. And, of course, the littlest guy says, look, man, we see something we like, we take it. And there's nothing you're going to fucking do about it. So shut the fuck up and go back to bed. So he goes, I didn't know what to do. I said, just give me my shit back. And he punched him in the mouth. Ooh. And they just walked out and took their stuff.
Yeah. So now you're punched in the mouth and you don't have stuff.
Right. So he went to the police, and there's
not much they can do.
The police didn't do anything. So sorry, we'll look into it. And it was kind of one of those things. Mm-hmm. Well, now these guys were stalking him and fucking with him.
Yeah.
So they'd be showing up at his apartment and taunting him.
Well, they saw blood in the water.
Yeah. So they started following him around town, and he'd get into car chases, and he'd call the cops and said, this is what's happening. And they're like, did they touch you?
Yeah. See, that's the problem. The laws just don't help you.
Right.
And it's not the cops' fault. It's not.
No. So he's like, well, fuck it. I guess I got to take care of myself. So he went down to Walmart or whatever he went, and Ellen Bob's Sport Shop, and he goes, I need to buy a shotgun. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, I don't know. I don't do guns. Just give me the most expensive shotgun you have. So he got sold a $900 shotgun, and now this is back in 1995.
Yeah, which that would be pretty expensive.
So he gets the shotgun. He brings it home. He has no idea how to use it. So he's in his apartment, and he's reading the directions, right? So he's got the directions of the shotgun, and he's trying to load it and unload it and kind of see how this gun works with the safety and stuff. So he's in the process of doing this. His phone rings. So he picks up the phone as he's playing with this gun, and his buddy's like, hey, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. Bam! Ooh. He goes, what the fuck was that? And he goes, oh my God, I shot my gun through my ceiling. He goes, I'm not on the top floor.
Oh, shit.
And I hear screaming upstairs. Of course. So he goes, my blood runs cold. I get the hot, the cold sweat. So I run upstairs. I'm banging on the door of the lady that's just screaming her head off. Yeah. Trying to see if everything's okay and, trying to help. So she opens the door. Her daughter was sitting watching cartoons.
Oh, my God.
When the floor 3 feet away from her erupts and sprays her entire ceiling with pellets.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he got to go to jail for that. He goes, it was a fun time, and you're sitting in the jail cell, and everybody's like, hey, what are you in for? And he goes, I really wish I would have made some shit up, because as soon as I told him what happened, the entire jail cell erupted in laughter over how fucking stupid I was.
Yeah.
So, gun's not always going to be the best option for everybody.
Most of the time, I don't think it's going to be the best. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. The dads. GrapplingDads.com. Or our contact section on the website.
Interesting story anyway,
Yeah, it's a good story, man.
4. Fun. A. From the outside, it just looks like a clusterfuck of bodies sweating and rolling on top of each other.
Yeah.
You mean it's not?
It's not that?
I thought that's what it was, and I enjoyed it. But, all right, moving on. It can't be fun, especially when half the people have some sort of injury. Hip.
Hey, fucker, you're broken too.
Yeah, but I was reading, so I got to say it first.
Damn it.
And there are other more aesthetically pleasing martial arts like karate.
Jiu Jitsu. It's not karate.
Where I don't have to roll on top of sweaty people to learn. B. Some of these people will try it once and call it good and leave before becoming one of the weirdos that train all the time. See? We're weird.
Also me.
Yeah. C. Or they'll try and realize they are one of the weirdos that likes jiu-jitsu. Yes, if you like jiu-jitsu, you are a weirdo. He's not wrong. And, it's one of the most fun activities you could ever do. Yeah, I agree. It looks... If you don't,
it's unreal. You can't explain it, I don't think.
Yeah, we mentioned this a few times on the show. Like, it's kind of like love. You can't describe it. You have to feel it.
You do. You have to be immersed in it.
Yeah, like that dude from work that says, my daughter doesn't need jiu-jitsu even though she's a cop because they have, special cop training. Yeah. I'm like, it's not the same thing.
We have cops at our school.
Yeah.
A number of them.
Yes.
And we almost always have one coming in or out. So guess what?
We have 2 or 3 of them right now, I think.
I think we have more than that. I know we had 3 there just last night.
Okay, so we have at least 3.
There was at least 3 there last night.
I rolled with one last night.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was another one that looked like he went through war. It's his 3rd time there. I was like, just looked at him like...
Got a gi burn on the face, does he?
Fuck yeah.
Going in head first.
He was beet red and had gi burns on his face. 3rd time he's been there, I look at him. I just wanted to look at him and go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, somebody's trying way too hard.
You might be putting too much effort into this. Just a thought. Good Lord. How much did you learn today? Oh, that your face hurts. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you're trying to submit people with your face. It's not jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
If your face is as ugly as Paul and I want
to mock him so bad. But
we did the same shit. We did the exact same shit.
I might have been worse at it than he is.
Yeah, how was I when I started? I don't even fucking
you
know.
weren't that bad. Like
I could have been.
You were flaily and spazzy and typical, right?
Yeah.
So you're the typical white belt. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But you weren't the uber.
No, I didn't
belt,
put
right?
way more effort into it.
You didn't put your life on the line every time you rolled.
No,
like you didn't care that you tapped.
No, not at all. I had no problem tapping.
People will try not to tap. They will try to win, but it's the amount of care that you have.
Yeah, there was
like you had the middle-aged dad amount of care.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I've been beaten down too many times.
Right.
Go ahead and do it again.
Exactly. Then you have the tough guy kind of care. Like I fancy myself a badass, and I refuse to tap to this shit.
Oh man, there's so many of them.
Yeah, so there's levels to the white belt game, and you gotta really Then
you can be Austin level. It's a whole different level of white belt.
Do tell. The Sibian, the human.
I was gonna say, I don't know, man. He literally put so much effort into not moving and moving all at the same time, which turned into the vibrating Austin.
Yes. Yes, it was.
I've never felt that before.
It was phenomenal. It really was.
And then guard, I'm like, what in the fuck?
Yeah. He almost made the sound.
Yeah. And slap, bump.
Yeah. What's going on, Austin?
I guess we should next time you gotta remind me we have another letter from him for my little
nice
white belt.
It's getting late for tonight, but
exactly. Next time.
All right, let's get through this shit. I lost my place.
Sorry,
weirdos. Number 5. It looks too intense. They really are trying to kill each other. Why would I risk bodily harm? I have to work. I have previous injuries. These people are hiding behind old fears as an excuse not to try. Hey, little valid, just saying.
Yeah.
It's like refusing to date because somebody broke your heart. It's hard to convince them otherwise, but they simply don't understand the level of respect and care that all people that are that don the gi have for one another. Agreed. that's why you got to break the white belts in really good. That's why people like Kroyler and Chad have to set precedents and set a culture.
Yes.
And make sure people are following that ideal.
Oh, for sure. It's the culture of your gym. Yep. It's got to be a welcoming culture, and part of that welcome is to bring them in the right way. Even if they come in, balls to the wall, they got, you can't just beat their ass down and expect them to keep coming. And it's, you have to teach them why coming in full bore and getting rash burns on your face is not helping them.
I think maybe a good pro tip would be on how to break somebody in, right? How to break that guy in.
Sounds so bad.
Well, you got to do it, though, because...
I know. It's true, though.
Everybody that starts, you don't know what you don't know, so you do what you think it is. You're like, well, you look like a bunch of killers that are trying to hurt each other, and I fancy myself as tough, so I'm going to do what I think is right. So then you got a guy that, gets Giebern all over his face, and he's trying too hard, and he's, or human
what do you do with those guys?
Yeah, so do you... teach them a lesson right away? Do you let them beat up on you right away? Do you do a little bit of both? Do you have a conversation?
Is a good pro tip.
So
that's a good pro tip. How to welcome someone to the gym is pretty much what that comes down to. Exactly. I like it. That'll be coming. I like that.
Yeah, because I'm...
Kroyler, go!
Yeah, I'm always... I don't want to say curious, but I guess you treat each people...
Well, when you do something... everyone's going to be a little bit different because personalities are different, but I think there can be a common thread through the whole thing.
I think
what that common thread would be...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not the man to answer that question.
Go, Kroyler, go!
We have a guy.
I know a dude.
Right. 6. They are afraid to look like a fool. This has two outcomes, especially when you realize you already look like a fool. We all do.
Yep.
You're not wrong. Embrace it. Either I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all these people because I will suck, or B, or fuck it, why not? That's the spirit.
Yep.
That's the spirit. As soon as you stop caring about what other people think of you, you're going to have so much more fun in life.
Overall in life, it's just going to be so much easier to deal with. I promise.
Yep. It's embracing the suck. It's like, you know what? I do suck at this, and it doesn't matter because everybody sucks at stuff they don't know how to do. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. Number 7, it looks like it is too up close and personal. Well, it is. Get over it. If someone attacks you, it will be up close and personal. Most people can't. They feel it's inappropriate or unnecessary.
I think unnecessary is more the norm there.
Yeah, maybe. I agree. Number 8, it's intimidating. Entering any new world is intimidating. The questions these people should be asking themselves is, will I let fear rule me, or am I going to rule my fear? Easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's one of those... there's different kinds of people. There's introverts, extroverts, and all the way in between, right? So I'm an introvert that can play extrovert, right? But I play extrovert because I don't let fear rule my life.
Yes.
Like I will become a person to make sure that I have fun, I have friends, I get out there, I put myself out there, but that's not who I am as a core.
It's part of who you are, though.
But my point is, you can open yourself and change if you try. But it's got to be
life is about
change, right? It's got to be
life is about changing and improving, and I think everyone, because I'm about to make this statement that like one of those statements I hate, like Jiu Jitsu changed my life statements. I fucking hate those.
And yet here you are saying,
yeah, because it kind of does in a sense that it gets you out of your own shit. It gets you out of it should get you out of wanting to win everything. If you're going in to compete and that's the only thing you're going in for, maybe that's different. But for the most part, you're going into a sport that is literally family oriented, and if it's not your family, you become part of a family. So it helps you in the fashion that it gets you out of your own personal bubble in so many ways. So if you don't like being like I didn't like touching people. Yeah. I don't like interacting with people that much. It helps you out of that. Paul has so much fun now when he's out with a group of everyone when he first started, or even maybe before he got into with Black Lion, which is probably the most family one you've had.
Yeah.
Paul was much more introverted. Well, now he hangs out with me, so he's fucked.
Yeah, I'm a little forced into the role.
Yeah, sorry, Braham.
Are you though?
God, no, not at all.
No.
Sorry, not sorry, because you're having fun. And then there's the people like Adam who really just love being there, but you would have to talk to him a bunch to figure that out because he's quiet, he's reserved. So everyone's there, and you get a little bit of them every time you're there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the thing about jiu-jitsu is you're forced out of your comfort zone in every class.
Every day.
You're being humiliated and smashed, so to speak, every class. Somebody's always better. Somebody's always going to dominate you in every class. And if you want to grow as a person and in life, this is a good way to help foster that. Because,
it really is.
Because if you can do it in jiu-jitsu, you can do it in all these other areas of your life.
And I just want to add 2 cents to that, and it goes back to one of our episodes, Why Do Blue Belts Quit? Is I think that's part of the reason they quit, is they feel like they've conquered such a big thing once you get to that blue belt. It's so much easier. It's like, look at all this has gotten me. It's gotten me the confidence. It's gotten me out of my shell, all these things. Well, now I don't feel like I need it as much because I've reached this goal.
Right.
That sucks.
The pinnacle.
That sucks, but I get it a little. You've gotten what you needed out of jiu-jitsu. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree.
A little bit wrong with that. Don't fucking quit.
Yeah, don't quit, ever. Wait till purple. By then you won't want to quit.
By then you're fucked and you're too involved.
Right. Or at least you'll know jiu-jitsu, like we said. All right. What all these have in common is fear. Fear of not being ready enough, not being good enough, not being capable enough, not being tough enough, not knowing what to do, being incapable or incompetent, or looking less than or embarrassing, or being a layman. The reality is that any good school will embrace you should you try it. Because once you step on the mat, you are equal to everyone else that's ever stepped onto the mat. The mat is the great equalizer. Careers, physical shape or ability, upbringing, politics, religion, race, ethnicity, size, gender, background, etc. All that stuff is meaningless on the mats. All that it matters for your training partner is that you are willing to train, and they know how hard it is. They respect that you are on the same journey, the same path as they are. That's pretty good.
He weaseled that in, didn't he?
Yeah, waited to the end. And you will do the same for them. That mutual respect is a key thing in jiu-jitsu. Very quickly, that respect leads to the strongest bonds you will ever have with other people.
Which is kind of what I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I know our listeners are these people. For the most part, or it's people just starting that, and good for you for starting. Now it's your job to bring others. It really is, because the sport will stay what it is unless there's more doing it and becomes more popular. That's what Paul and I are here for.
Yeah.
We want to spread the disease to everyone. And the reason why this whole pro tip came up was we got a great view from Kroyler, but it wasn't exactly where I started. Where I started was reading these posts that are like, got murdered today. Nothing like getting your ass beat to really learn something.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
I got smashed.
Which, FYI, is fucking incorrect. Damn it.
Whetstone sharpens iron.
Yes,
but, whatever's cool.
And iron on iron just bends shit.
Right.
Fucking asshats.
Dent it and dull it right up.
Stop
cool,
saying iron sharpens iron. It sounds cool. It's incorrect.
I think you hate that more than Path and Journey at this point.
It's starting to get there.
That's fun.
Good Lord. Iron sharpens iron. I just want to, every time I see it, and I see it all over the fucking place, I'm going to go, did you Google that?
Funny.
Fuck.
Somebody else said it. It sounded cool.
It sounds cool as shit.
If you want to be a lion, you got to train with lions. Get after it.
It's called a pride. They want to fuck with you. They're there with you. So that's also incorrect.
What if I just hang out with the lions? Do I have to train with them?
No.
If they're my buddies?
No, if they're your buddies, they're going to fuck other people up with you. It's called it's a pride of lions, correct? I think. Damn it. Just saying. Sorry.
Keep us so angry.
I do get angry about things like iron sharpens fucking stupid ass iron.
Yeah, but when you're mentioning jiu-jitsu training, keep in mind that other people are listening, watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your friends are listening. When you get out of class and you see the guy, one of your friends, because that's where they're going to come from. If you're a younger guy, don't have kids, that's where they're going to come. More people are going to come from are people, your acquaintances, people you work with. Don't choke them out like Paul does, allegedly.
One time, allegedly.
And tell people what it is, not what it appears to be, because basically we're just telling everyone that it's a murdering sport, what it looks like from the outside. It's not that. So stop fucking saying that. And by the way, if you have to fucking lose and get hurt and get dominated to learn something, you're at the wrong fucking school, or you're not listening to the actual lessons that are being given, in my opinion.
A lot of times, if you're the one that are like, why do people keep on hurting me?
You're the fucking issue.
You might be the problem. Like if you're the guy, like I was, that has to win, trying too hard, just getting after it in every roll, they're gonna meet whatever force you have with their own force just to protect themselves.
And once their force with technique, when they have more than you, you're gonna get fucking smashed. Yep. Don't do that. You learn so much less when you're doing that. So that's just my opinion on that. But for the most part, like Paul said, when we're talking about jiu-jitsu, we're making our posts and we're posting these funny memes, make sure it just for the community of jiu-jitsu, let's try to say a little less about murdering and a little bit more about technique maybe. I mean, this shit's funny to us.
The last post I actually enjoyed was slap, fist bump, simulate murder.
Thank you. I've seen that one like 7 times, but Dixon put it on our private page. I'm like, Dixon.
All true though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But
it's fun.
But no one now. But that's the thing. And I get it. I know I sound like a fucking tool bag, but I want this sport to grow. I'm here to help that sport grow, to help this sport, the art, whatever you fucking call it, grow and get better.
Exactly. Well, like, what can we do to get more people wanting to try it out?
Not saying it's murder. I have no interest in going to a class that teaches simulated murder. Just saying.
I mean, I do, but I'm a bit on the same.
Well, Paul,
side.
You're fucking retarded. So stop it.
No,
don't. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Let's have fun. Let's explain to people how much fun it is and why it's fun. Because there's so many reasons why it's fun. Yes, like we said, you got to be part of it to really know the full extent of it. But we need to do a whole lot better job telling people about it. And when people come to see your class, let's go ahead and change, coaches, change that day. Go, if you have a guy sitting there, well, for one thing, number one for you, that dude's money. It's a dollar sign for you. So you want him to come in, right? So if you have let's choke people out day, let's go ahead and maybe switch that up into something that is aesthetically pleasing to those people.
Flying arm bars?
Of course.
Duh.
But no, you know what I'm saying, though. Let's not do a heavy cardio day. Let's not do 8,000 rolls. Same idea. It's like, let's do something that shows what jiu-jitsu can be. The technique, self-defense, something to those people so they want to come back.
Yeah, you got to, because jiu-jitsu can be a lot of different things, right? It can be heavily competition-based.
Hell yeah.
It can be heavily exercise based. It can be heavily self-defense based. So you have to cater to what the person wants, because it can be whatever they want. Like they can show up on beginners classes only. They can show up on the self-defense days. They can show up on the comp days. They can show up on all the days. It's whatever you want to do, but you got to let them know that, hey, we have classes for each thing.
And show really kind of, it sounds weird, but I fully believe in it, that is catering that class to the person that's observing.
Right.
So what do you do when you see a new guy walk into your freaking gym? At least you have a greeter, and even if it's not their job, they're going to.
Right.
They're going to run up to him. They're going to find out what he's about. Usually it's one of the instructors or one of the higher belts. Hey, what are you here for? It's one of the first things. Always have some questions. Well, what are you looking for out of you? Almost every time they're going to say, I want to get in shape. Perfect. Kind of have a class that shows more of the fun things, the warm-ups, the fun drills, some self-defense, and what they're going to get from that for that day. I don't think anybody in the class is going to hate that they have another person to roll with.
Right.
So I could be wrong. I'm not.
The dads.
Yeah, the dads.
GrapplingDads.com.
If you just want to send me a picture of your middle finger, I don't care. That's good. Bring it on.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, perfect. Good argument. Touche, sir. So, but yeah, just do those things. Let's make fucking jiu-jitsu more welcoming.
And hey, if you have any suggestions on how to make it more welcoming, what we can do, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, the dads at grapplingdads.com. Let us know.
Just go to the website. Yeah,
exactly. We'll read your ideas on the air.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe not.
If they're good. They're stupid. And they disagree with what I've said. Fuck off. I'm not reading it. Kiss my ass. No, just kidding. I'll read them anyways. Actually,
Probably.
those ones I like better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we should close on our T-shirts. We should talk about those more.
Oh, yeah, do it.
We're getting more. We got to talk to some people, get some more designs. But I like our designs, as I said. We have the Just a Belt shirt. If you don't know what that's about, it's just owning what you are. If you're a white belt and you just started, own that shit. Be proud of it. You got up off the couch and you fucking started.
Old Kipperdoodles over there was originally butthurt over, oh, you're just a white belt.
Dude, I wanted to punch people in the face.
You should suck. And then it got, and Kroyler kind of reframed it. He's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense now. And
it was the same idea.
Yeah, and when you got your blue belt, he goes, now you're just a blue belt.
That was the first thing he fucking texted me. I said, hell yes, I am.
And I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, exactly.
He called himself just a black belt.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just a black belt. There's so much more I can learn.
Yeah, I'm just this belt, and all I'm doing is trying to get better.
Yep.
And like they say, black belt's just a new beginning anyway. So.
Yeah. So there you go. Every day is a new beginning with this sport. This was awesome about it.
Yeah.
And so embrace that shit. We just got our first international picture.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which was awesome. How do you say that name?
I don't know. STE.
STE. I'm not saying it because I'm not.
Stay?
Yeah, okay. He went there. That was Paul. So you go ahead and you yell at that son of a bitch over there if that's wildly incorrect. But yeah, he had his.
Can you phonetically spell it for us?
Yeah, do that.
That'd be
really helpful. Like we got a bell end explained to us.
We didn't get that.
Which now that I hear it, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I got it.
That's really obvious.
As I was reading that email, I'm like, did he misspell something? I don't know. What is this word? I'm trying to think of what else it could be. I'm like, that's just what it says. Like, there's nothing else that could be.
Yeah, no.
I don't get it.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, he had just a blue belt shirt on.
Yeah.
And he sent it to us. We're going to post that shit. Sorry.
You savage, man.
Yeah, so we've had some great... We love getting those pictures. So if you order a shirt, please, God, send it to us. We're going to start posting it and make you feel really important.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll make you famous.
Yeah, we'll talk about you on this fucking show. So thousands of people will hear you.
Excellent.
It's weird to say.
That is weird.
Wildly correct.
Still can't get over that.
It's super odd that someone bought our shirt and is proud to be wearing it in a different country.
Every now and then.
Thanks a lot, Sarah, for dropping the ball. I thought you would be the first person to order one internationally.
How dare you?
But no.
Nope.
No. Too busy swimming in that cool-ass pool of yours to order a shirt.
It's a nice pool.
It is a really cool pool, isn't it?
What are you going to do?
I have a pool.
Oh, yeah.
My pool's,
my own pool.
Psst, my pool's bigger.
Jeez. It's also frozen over right now.
Shit. Hers is not. But, yeah, check it out. Go to our website and the shop. Just click right on there. It'll take you right to our merch page. As Paul's favorite thing is you can get everything from a T-shirt to a fucking pillow on that thing with our logos on it.
Yeah,
and
phone case.
Phone case, shit, notebooks, the whole gambit of things. And our friend today, he just wanted to support us, and that does support us, guys. That's actually some of our sales of that is going towards our new logo design.
Yep.
And
we sure can't do that shit.
Fuck no. So we pay others with actual talent, and we're not going to say who's doing it, but most of you have seen his artwork.
Yeah. When we get it, you'll know.
Fuck yeah, you will. Probably because we'll inundate everyone with it. It's going to be a post, so all the emailers are going to get it. It's like, just check this shit out.
It's all true.
It's going to be great. But, Paul, you got anything else?
No, just thanks for listening. Thanks for the follows and likes and all that kind of fun stuff. And the
messages,
reviews. Yeah, it's awesome. I really appreciate that. We're great.
We're truly blessed to be able to do this every week and have you guys respond. Now just send us money.
Jesus.
Fun
I'm
times.
going to bed.
I'm not. I got to go put a light up for my wife.